We never forget our first loves. A man may marry, have children, meet countless of women, but the first woman he loved always remains in his heart. Love always holds a special place in the heart. It's this love that allows us to connect with Sayyidina Muhammad or with the Sheikh, knowing through love is worth more than 1,000 of dhikr. You might engage in a lot of dhikr, but when love is present, the one who loves always stands out. Whatever you do, without love there is something missing. One day, Sayyidina Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked his companions, "Tell me, what is faith?" So they begin to answer, "It's prayer." "Yeah, that's good, but that's not it. It's fasting, dhikr. That's good as well, but not quite." He then said, "Don't you know that faith is love for Allah? Faith cannot exist without love." When Sidi Mehdi speaks to me about Zulaykha, the wife king who loved Sayyidina Yusuf, she was really deeply in love with him. Sayyidina Yusuf was handsome, salam, and she was a beautiful queen in her palace. So she fell in love with this remarkable man. But what she didn't realize was that she had fallen in love with the Prophet. So, did she do right or wrong? It was an immense blessing for her. She fell in love with the Prophet, and that love permeated her heart. Yes, her love began with his appearance, but the physical beauty of a prophet is a form of light, and the spirit of a prophet is also light. So she began her spiritual journey with great strength. When we speak of Zulaykha, we often view her as a sinful woman. But that perception is only on the surface. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was preparing her to be the wife of Sayyidina Yusuf. She would live alongside Sayyidina Yusuf. So, as this was part of her journey, so when you see someone in sin, you can't know what Allah is preparing them for. You might be in a state of worship, and often after we pray and leave the mosque, we look at our misguided brothers and think, I'm better than him. But who says this? It's a shaitan who came out of a mosque, wearing his qamis and beard, but he remains a devil. His dhikr outside of the mosque is the dhikr of a shaitan. I'm better than him. You cannot comprehend what Allah is doing in His kingdom and with His creation. You can't fully understand what Allah does. You see your brother or sister in sin and misguidance. But one day, a moment of regret and tears from that person in sin might be worth more than all your acts of worship. While your worship led you to pride, his sins led him to humility and tears in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So which is better, you worship or his sins? When we see the story of Sayyidina Zulaykha, we often think of her as another being good woman, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was preparing her. guiding her to reach the level of being the wife of Sayyidina Yusuf. In the path towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is always trials and challenges. May Allah protect us. There are always trials and challenges. The path is not always easy. It's not always peaceful. Everything's going to be simple. Everything's going to be beautiful. There will be challenges. And it's because of your high expectation. You want Allah. When someone seeks wealth, they struggle all their life to get it. When you say, I want Allah, don't you think there's a price? Do you expect it to get it freely? I want Allah, peace of mind, good life, no issues with my families. So what are you truly looking for? Perhaps you're seeking something else. But if you seek Allah and journey towards Him, you must be prepared for trials.